Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with the 3 minute daily dose of Torah. Yesterday we were talking about what happens when you come into the land of Israel and there it will be an affliction on your house of Negatzarat. Besorahi, we're told that's a great thing on the one hand. On the other hand, there's another message. We go back to our kind of our normal reading because it certainly is a pain to have to take apart your house. Anybody who has had mold remediation that was necessary for your house knows how awful it is to have to deal with it, and and if it's lead or all the other things that we know can make life miserable as you have to take apart a house, but he wrote by it. Here, though, we want to hone in on one word. You have a house, and there are troubling signs on the wall, and you know well what the signs of tzara'at are, and you go to the Kohen, uva asher lo habayit, and the one who owns the house will come. V'higid la Kohen lemor, and he'll tell the Kohen, saying, Kenega nir lebabayit, something like Kenega nir lebabayit has appeared to me in my house. Okay, that's interesting. You specifically say kenega, not nega nearly, but not an affliction that's identified that is certain, but kenega. And Rashi picks up on this. This is once more the Midrash the Torah Kohanim. Kenega le'mabayit she'afilu hu chacham. Even if you are really, really knowledgeable, v'yodeya shehu nega. You know full well that what's on your wall is not just not just mold, right? It is bigger than that. It is a visitation of tzara'at from God. You can tell it. You have the training to know it. Even so, it's shehu nega vadai lo yifsok davar baror lomar nega nirle b'bayit. You should not be the one to declare it. Ela kanega nirle. Rather say it appears to be like that. So that's partially because it's up to the Kohen. The Kohen's the only one who can declare, and you think you're a big shot, you're not the one able to declare. But on the other hand, it is, I would suggest that we perhaps read this in a different way, which is that we might be, with our version of, we have a teaching that talks about a person not being able to judge his own skin. That's in the Mishnah about such matters, and you can't judge your own skin. Presumption being you might be too lenient, but perhaps you might be too strict. You might be too strict. You might be too strict to judge your own house and say, "Oh, it's over. It's farfallen. It's all done and lost." And before you declare that you've got a big mess, bring somebody else in who can help perhaps allow you to be lenient or allow himself to be lenient in the declaration to see what you might not have been able to see sometimes, but not because you're too harsh on your own self. That to be continued, that concept in our thinking and other points over the course of this week as we lead up to the Parsha this Shabbat. Wishing you a great day.